The following program is brought to you by the Realm of Collectors. Please stand by and take your seats.
Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to another Friday. Welcome to another Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. I'm your host, Nick Grammer, and tonight we got most of the crew with us, but Rob had to go save Christmas in Wisconsin.
My bad.
Turn back time, like Tina Turner.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. It was somebody.
Yeah, turn back.
Yeah, I think that was
Cher. Remember, she was on the aircraft carrier and 6 pieces of
With that
leather all
song.
around her body.
Yeah, their weird butt.
She did look so weird. Anyway, what's up, guys?
Real quick, would you have banged Cher back in the day?
Yeah, I'll do it now.
Oh yeah,
I'm back in the day.
You bang her now?
Yeah,
She's like a
man.
really old lady
Yo.
now, dude.
yeah, dude. I'm
Okay.
wondering
Sorry.
what that plastic would be like.
Mhm.
Probably
Yeah, man,
fragile.
it is.
It'd probably be like a NECA figure taking a shelf dive and a hip popping off.
Yeah, dude, I mean, it's like rough. It's like, what are you gonna say? No.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I
None of
how do you
it.
feel like you remember I'm gonna get you, sucker. Remember the scene where he's with the hot chick and she starts taking body parts off. I always get afraid of that kind of. I'm like, dude, that shit could happen, man.
You ever
She
seen
takes
the
her
movie,
ass off and shit. Like, ah.
You ever seen the movie Don't Be a Menace?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we have a problem?
Like,
Yeah.
you're like a
Yeah.
demon in the back of the
It
mail
was
truck.
great, dude. It's like, ah. Oh, I'm sorry. I completely sidetracked us. I apologize. Go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry, dude.
No, sorry, man. Josh, tell me where you're at on the internet. Get some semblance to the show.
Well, I'm back. I'm moved. Happy to be back. Missed everybody. Missed you guys.
Missed you too,
doing
man.
this.
Missed you
Miss
too.
you too.
Yeah,
Not
man.
the same without you.
I'm telling you, man, it was a stressful several weeks, man. And I don't advise anybody ever move during a pandemic. Holy shit.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
I bet
dude.
it's even worse.
Complicated.
Like, moving
enough as it
sucks.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
moving sucks as it is, but now it's got to be horrific, dude. Oh, my God.
Well, it's just,
Jesus.
being able to find people that were able to help us because,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's like it's coming into contact,
Fortunately, though,
Mm-hmm.
we had some family members that were able to help out and maintain social distancing guidelines. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like we already had stuff packed up and ready to go, boxed up. As you can see, still got boxes behind me to be unboxed, shelves to fill. But hey,
Mhm.
it's like,
You're in
all
there.
right, that over there is ready to load. This over here is ready to load. But got moved, got internet turned back on, and that was a story in itself, which you can
That was
hear
a-
all
Yeah.
about. You can hear all
Yeah.
about that if you listen to today's episode of All Queued Up.
Word.
It's
Word.
that was a lengthy, nightmarish process.
Yeah, what a
But
mess, dude.
Mm.
but yeah, man, happy to be back. And if you know, you can find me on Facebook under my regular name, where I apparently piss people off and antagonize them to find out I'm a sad little Nazi and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
communist.
Yeah.
Who
You
fucking knew?
communist Nazi.
Who fucking knew?
Yeah, dude. How about
Yeah,
that?
you know.
You communist Nazi. Those are two
Yeah.
phrases that go against each other, but Josh is somehow both of them.
Yeah.
I know, and then,
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird,
Not the-
isn't it?
the same person that tells me to be a stand-up guy is like, well, what do you want me to do? You already called me a Nazi by proxy. I can't be a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Oh
Anyway,
my God.
that was
This
some
is all very
genuine.
confusing.
That was some genuine entertainment. I'm telling you, I laughed so hard last night at that. You take a
I saw
social
somebody,
media break.
Yeah, somebody read that and they were like, they put this GIF from Seinfeld of like them all dancing around. They're like, I made it to the end, and someone else was like, well, that killed an hour. You know, like,
Yeah,
that's funny, dude.
yeah, man.
People are wild, man. People are wild.
I'm telling you, you take a social media break and you make a post like that, and it's like, shit, I don't need to try to watch anything. We got entertainment right here. And then Greg
Sure.
for Mercy, just like, I'm getting a squad.
Yeah, dude. He was out there just like tagging random people. Nick was posting on like the weirdest gifts.
Yeah, he was posting a bunch of shit from Conan the Barbarian. That was awesome. But
No, that was good, man.
it was a lot of fun.
Man,
But,
I
hey,
saw something that kind of makes me
The
think.
fucking Christian Bale from American Psycho is starting to become my favorite.
Yeah, the one where he goes like
All
this. Every time I see that, like no matter what the context is, I see that and I laugh to myself. I'm like, this.
Oh man.
First, I just want to say, great movie, by the way, and it doesn't get the respect it deserves. I feel like it's
American
great.
Psycho?
It was fan.
American Psycho.
Yeah, I feel like people. I feel like people don't. I feel like people don't
Oh,
appreciate it as much as I do. I don't know.
That movie's highly regarded, man. I
That
think
was-
it's
I'm.
a cult classic.
I think
now,
it is.
but
I think it is highly regarded, but not as highly regarded as I think it should be. I think it should be even higher regarded
highly
because I
regarded.
enjoyed it. So higher regarded.
regarded
That was-
higher than it already is.
That
That's
post you
right.
made, Josh, man, because me and my wife were talking about this. You know, like this time just brings out everybody's extremes, man. And if you're like an extremely reasonable person, then that's where you're at right now. And if you're generally a I don't know how
Unreasonable person.
Jerk.
if you're we'll say a jerk. That's a meet in the middle. If you're a jerk in your heart, then you're an extreme jerk right now.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's just like, I don't know, it's like people are showing their true colors, and unfortunately, they often do it on a very public platform, dude. So
Right.
Now.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
But
Uh-oh.
hey, you know
What
what? I'm wasn't angry. I got no ill feelings towards the guy. I mean, that's his opinion. Whatever. I thought it was funny as shit. But enough about that. Enough about that. You know, because we're here to entertain you live tonight and not talk about last night's funny
Indeed.
entertainment. But yeah, as for Facebook, on my profile, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're linked there to my public profile. I'm back hanging out in the ROC. You know, like I said, took just an extended break from everything I had to. Just had way too much going on. As for other shows, you can catch me on All Queued Up with my friend Greg. New episode we posted today. And I'm going to talk about the moving process and the whole Comcast ordeal and all that. Some video games that we've been playing and everything. Still balls deep in the Final Fantasy VII remake. And, you know, as for this channel, you can catch me every other Wednesday on Figure Banging. We just looked at the or not the MMC, but the Fans Hobby Thunder Clash. That thing's awesome.
Yeah, dude, I got to watch it. That was a good time, man. That was a fun show.
I'm not a fan of the color scheme just because, but the actual mold and all the options that thing has, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, dude, I want one, man.
And of course, every Friday, finally, once again with you guys. And yeah, I'm happy to be back. Excited. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, dude, we're glad
Nice.
to have you back, man. Whew. I mean, I
Yeah,
wish
dude,
Rob was
man.
here,
I
but
missed
it
you.
feels a little bit more right, you know?
Yeah, man. I wish you could
Yeah.
have been here too.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know,
Yeah,
I guess they need Christmas in Wisconsin.
he's saving the world, dude.
Yeah.
Josh knows how that is. Rob is saving the world, man. One truck delivery at a time. Love
Yeah.
it.
Rob lives out the song Convoy every week.
Hey, man, guys like him though. Guys like him are like fucking my heroes, dude. Because I like without them, like we don't get our shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, dude, for sure, man. They're
I've
up
been
I
there.
love him,
ordering.
man.
I've been ordering a lot of shit lately.
Oh, me too, dude. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
good
able
boy,
to do,
yeah.
man.
So fuck, that's awesome. All right, who's up?
I got my first airbrush.
Oh, did you really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about that later.
All right,
Yeah,
Russell,
right.
go.
Hi guys, what's up, man? You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I've been fawning over the NFL schedule all day. Sorry, so I've been a little bit preoccupied with that. Trying to pick out, wins for the Eagles and losses for the Eagles, which really doesn't mean shit.
They're
So, yeah, it's kind of fun.
they're
Solid
going
8-8.
to they're going to be tied in their division
Yeah.
at 0-0 with everybody else in the fucking league because there's not going to be a season.
Oh, there's going to be a season.
Or
Think about, dude. They're already opening
match.
everything up now.
I was gonna say they're gonna get everyone just have them play Madden.
That's what I was going to say. They're going to
That
have
would be-
online
you know what,
Madden
dude?
tournaments
By the way-
between the teams.
By the way, I would love to see that, but I don't know. Nah, they're gonna open it back up, man, because they're gonna open this country. What I've learned, I'll take a second real quick. What I've learned over the past few weeks is that this country cares about money way more than people.
That's a
Dude,
fucking
hands down.
surprise to you?
Hey, Russ just figured it out.
Well,
He's 51 years old and he
Go
just I'm just joking.
no, easy. I'm not 51, motherfucker. Take it easy. Okay.
I ain't 51
No, what I'm saying
yet, John.
It's not a surprise necessarily, but it's
A
more of a disappointment
reinforcement.
because I kind of felt like I kind of hoped that I was maybe I was being real cynical and I was hoping it would be better, but it's not. It's in fact it's worse than I thought it was.
Yeah,
so,
man, I feel like with the beginning of this for us, there is a lot of that like solidarity going around, and they're like, "Oh, we're in this together," and then like it quickly went away, dude. I think I saw someone said something. They're like, "It's like a very American thing to just like get bored of COVID-19, so we just stop dealing with it."
Oh yeah,
like,
that's exactly Sam. Yeah. You said that's exactly what it is. We're bored with this. We're gonna go back to doing it. This was fun for a little while, but we're tired of staying home. We want to go get our hair cut. We want to go we want to go to our fucking restaurants and eat. So open everything back up. We want this shit going on.
Well,
we want to go to the beach. Woohoo! Let's go to the beach.
They want to go eat at a restaurant because they're stuck at home with a shitty wife or husband that can't cook for dick. That's why they want to get out.
Yeah, but dude, but you can always order in. Who cares?
Yeah, for real.
Plenty of places delivering. I don't know. I just
all the Karens.
That's my soapbox for a second.
All the Karens, dude.
All the Karens came out of the woodwork.
I just
they can't go this long without eating chilies, man.
Yeah. But fuck it. I mean, hey, you're right, Josh. I shouldn't have been surprised, but I was a little bit. It was more of a disappointment than a surprise. I just was hoping it would be better, but
dude,
fuck it. So that's why I say
I'll say something. It's like people who maybe don't struggle now or have never struggled in life. Like they look for things to make them like either a victim or like some type of cause to stand for. You know what I mean? And I think when you're like, maybe you grew up struggling and then you're just kind of you don't take much for granted, But I think it's like on the opposite end of that, you have the people that are like, I need to get my hair done. I want to. You're ruining my senior year, and it's like, dude, get over yourselves, man. It's just a super selfish stance, and that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Because, and it's not even that like the whole point of this was that we don't overwhelm the healthcare system. And it's like for the sake of nurses, doctors, anyone, techs, janitors, anyone who works at a hospital, like just stay the fuck home if it's not absolutely necessary, you know?
Yeah, but I think people won't. They're going to be
nobody
calling
gives
out.
a fuck. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck.
That's it. Nobody gives a fuck.
Anybody
So,
else, man.
so that's why I think there will, in fact, be an NFL season. It will be. It will be happening.
Hey,
And,
way to circle back. Good job, bro.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, God.
Mommy is here.
Yeah, that's what I'm sitting here
Karen
laughing
Boomer
at.
Fisher.
Oh, my God.
It's
Look,
Josh's
Joe,
mom.
Fucking beautiful, dude.
I have no idea who the fuck that is who made that fucking
It's got to be
profile.
Jason.
That's my suspicions, but, but goddamn.
Jason getting the check.
You know what? Fuck that. We should remove that person out of there. I don't like it when we don't know who the fuck you are. Go away. We don't want you in there. Go away. That's stinky to me. Reveal yourself. Who are you in the fucking chat? Who is that?
Funny, man.
Who is Karen Boomer Fisher?
It's Josh's mom. What are you talking about? Who is it? It's his mom.
Nah,
Freaking Russ
come on.
is about to be like, the power of Christ compels you. The power
That's
of
right.
Christ compels you.
Reveal yourself, Satan. Let me see you.
Oh,
All right, Sam. What's up?
Yo,
Where you
I'm
at, man?
Sam89 on Instagram.
come here.
Sam, all right, man. Sam meet in the groups here every Friday night, man.
No, not Russell.
Nice.
Happy to be here. Nick, where you at, big dog?
Y'all can find me on Facebook as Nick Brammer.
Nick's floating in the clouds right now.
That's right. You can
All
find-
the time.
Hey, I'm still talking. Anyways, you
If you say your name 3 times, she appears.
yeah,
That's definitely got to
Karen
be Jason.
Fisher.
Fucking Jason. This way. Oh my god.
like Candyman.
Karen.
Mm-hmm.
Karen.
Versus gonna
Be
yank out of
nice.
his chair.
Man, you do that and fucking managers shit their pants everywhere.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
It's like, yeah.
I was thinking, I got, was this,
pants.
so
Say a manager at a
So we-
Michael Dick just went limp and he can't figure out why.
my company has been a whole right now has been keeping our lobby closed, so we're just kind of doing curbside service for people, right? Well, I've been getting customers that insist on, like, I go to the door to talk to them, and give them their shit, and they insist on yanking the door open, and they're trying to like bully their way into the store. So I'm telling my boss, I'm like, yo, I'm about to knock a motherfucker out. It's getting like, aggravating now, right? And my boss is like, no, fuck that, just cough on them. Just cough on them or cough in their direction and go, I got, and tell them you got corona. Because let's see how fast they move the fuck out the way.
I just got a little touch of the Rona.
See,
Yeah, I'm dying to do it now. I'm dying to use this. I gotta.
after the third time he got Jedi mind tricked into letting somebody in.
He's like, okay, fine, I'll let you in.
Right. You will let us
Oh
pass.
God,
I will let you
I will
pass.
let you pass. That's fine. Okay.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Sounds good. I'm down. Oh, so hey, did everybody watch? Did everybody watch the finale of Clone Wars?
Oh my god,
Everything
dude.
is already.
So fucking good.
Did everyone enjoy it?
I don't think
It was
I don't-
amazing.
I think it's just me and you, Russ. And hey, Josh, I know you've been trying to watch the series. I don't know if that's still something you're committed to, but dude, I would watch the arc where Ahsoka like leaves the Order, and I feel like if you watch
Yeah, that's
that,
really good.
like, then you've seen enough, man. You don't even need to watch this whole season. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah,
don't, like it,
there's a lot of ways.
it's good, but I think if you're not like a diehard fan of the show, like the first arc was cool, and it's like the second arc was not as cool, but it was still okay. But like the third arc, like the last, it seemed like a completely different series almost, like in tone
It
and
did.
direction and everything, man.
Yeah. It's almost like, to me, it was almost like the Revenge of the Sith extended
Dude, and
a little bit. I feel like we're getting to
love
see,
that, man. And it's like, despite us
Yeah.
knowing. Wait, so you watched it, Russ?
Oh, yeah.
because I won't like say too much, but it's like despite us knowing,
I won't either. I don't
I mean,
want
like, if you watch Rebels, you know that Ahsoka lives and you know that Rex lives. You know,
right.
and despite knowing that, it was still like super suspenseful. You know,
Well, it was just cool seeing,
man. Like,
yeah. It's just cool seeing Order 66 from different points of view.
yeah, exactly.
That's all.
And I
Yeah.
can see content on that.
Mm-hmm.
Until the end of time, dude. But I think it's cool that like in the last 4, you know, like there was like some like a hologram conversation in Revenge of the Sith, and you just like in these episodes, and this isn't spoiling anything. This was in the trailers, but like you just saw the other side of that, or maybe like a couple minutes tacked on to the end of it after like, and I just think that's cool. It's like a perfect Look, my vocabulary is like 10% of what it normally is. Supplementary material, you know.
You find it. Put it this way, it fills in some holes. Like you find out if like during some points of the movie, like right after Anakin walk out, Ahsoka is talking to them. You know, so that kind of shit. You know.
Yeah, and I like how they. Again, I don't want to say too much, but I like whenever
we're just gonna spill it. Fuck it. You had 4 days.
Whenever the Emperor like said execute Order 66, I liked how it showed like the effect that it had on Rex. And he wasn't just like, it was like something came over him. It wasn't like he was just like, all right, let me go kill Ahsoka because this dude told me to. Like it was like they were like almost hypnotized. You know what I mean? Like you saw like he like quivered, like dropped his helmet, like something changed.
Yeah, but it almost looked like he was trying to fight it for a second.
Yeah, and I think that wasn't portrayed well in Revenge of the Sith because it looked like Commander Cody was like strange dude in a robe who I've literally never. Let me just fucking blast it. And then like, but I thought it was cool that it showed that there was like a physical like change in them when that happened. You know, I thought that was cool.
I agreed. It was awesome.
Well, but yeah, we were talking about that, and me and EE were talking about it. Maybe doing something with at least this last season, getting a few of us that have watched it. I know, like Brinks watched it, and Russ, if you watch it, maybe we can all in the future, you know, just sit down and record something and talk about it. I think that'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool. Like I said, I think if you're okay, and I know Josh, this will be tough for probably some people, and like Josh especially, if you're a fan of the prequels, like and I am, I am
too.
Like my favorite is Revenge. My favorite is probably I like Attack of the Clones, but other people don't. But I like Revenge of the Sith is really good. And I feel like these episodes are a great like companion to that movie.
Yeah, it'd be cool to watch them like
really awesome.
in concert with each other. Like, maybe like watch. Well, I guess you watch episode 1, then start Revenge of the Sith, then pause it, and then watch Clone Wars. And I think that'd be cool. Somebody can put that together.
Have any of you guys played Jedi Fallen Order? The video new game. Well, there's like, I mean, that game, basically in the beginning of that game, you kind of, or you see a flashback, right, to where you see Cal Cudus, who he's like, how he was remembering when Order 66 came down and how him and his master and how the clones turned against him and shit. And it's, that was kind of cool too, because that was another like another point of view of seeing Order 66 from just another different.
Some of those other perspectives, and it's like granted, like it would. I don't know, you know, maybe they didn't want to devote that time in the movie to that, but I don't think it takes much time to just convey like that. You know, and I mean, I think that movie, if Revenge of the Sith, as much as I like it, I think they did kind of struggle with Anakin's turn, with it seeming a little too abrupt.
Yeah,
you know, but
yeah, I agree.
You know, because even with what he did to like Mace Windu, I think that was a heat of the moment thing. But then to go from that to like you're out there killing younglings, I still think that was kind of
right.
And I would like to see
it was like a Sabbath.
Yeah, because I could see him killing Mace Windu, and like that's a heat of the moment thing, you know. And like that, I didn't have a problem with. But then like to go from that and like he's guilty about it, and then like he just gets I don't know. You know, that's something I always have, and I always will have a problem with, because unless George Lucas comes back and is like, "No, we're going to do a special edition," which I'd be like, "Hey, yeah, let's go," you know.
But you can almost see Andy
I disagree with that about Obi-Wan. I disagree
Yeah.
with that Obi-Wan with being a. Wait, Obi-Wan was always a. Yeah, I don't think Obi-Wan was a follow the book. I think he took after Qui-Gon a little bit more. Especially
Well,
as he got older.
He kind of was. He had his moments where he broke, where he was like, when it like bend the rules. I don't know.
Russ, something I will say, I think Ahsoka, despite not being a Jedi, was the best Jedi, man.
Probably the closest. She was probably the closest
or the
thing
most,
to what
like
to be.
to their ideals. I think that's something I stand by.
Right. So she's almost like, by not being a Jedi, she was the closest thing to what a Jedi should be.
Yeah, by leaving that structure of the Order, man, she had some freedom to But I think she's such a cool character, man. I'm excited. We're gonna see her in the
Mandalorian.
Yeah, I think that's just fucking great, dude. Like, the more of her I can get, the better.
You guys heard the rumors that a lot of people their speculation is that her appearance in Mandalorian is going to be kind of a feeler to see how her character is perceived.
Dude,
they may do it. A show for her.
Imagine doing one of her and Sabine, or one of even her and Rex, dude. Like old man Rex. Yeah. I think that'd be perfect, dude. I'd be in on it. I'd be in on it.
There's like a gap in some of her story, so later on, so it'd be cool to see.
I said, she was more of a true Jedi. She stuck more of their ideals. I think they just strayed too far.
I think that's true. That's true. It's very true. I mean, that's the whole. I guess that's probably the whole lesson and the whole moral lesson of all that is they literally almost became a lot like what they were supposed to be against.
Exactly.
And and it was really ridiculous. I don't know. And there's a scene in Revenge of the Sith where he's talking to Anakin. Palpatine's talking to Anakin. And he's like, all those who seek power are afraid to lose it. Yeah. Even the
Jedi were not exempt from that, man.
Right. Exactly. And I feel like that's, All right. Sorry. Now that we ganked the show. Star Wars. Sorry, guys.
What's everybody been up to this week, man? How's everybody hanging? How's everybody doing?
Good, man. Been chilling.
Word, man. Yeah, Nick's been fucking.
Nick's like humps. Yeah, he's like propellers. Woo.
Yeah, so Josh, you're like all moved in and everything?
Yeah, we're just slowly unboxing and arranging everything room by room. Like tomorrow my project's to work on this room, get my shelves situated. I got a workbench coming because this is going to be my hobby room, so I'm going to have,
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah, like this will be my podcasting station, and then I'll have my workbench over here to where I can do all my crafting, model building, diorama building, mini painting, everything will be like right there. Like I got a tabletop hot wire foam cutter from Proxon that I haven't even used yet, cracked open yet, because once my workbench gets here and I put it over here, it'll be mounted onto it. And just
oh man,
is that the room where the swing goes, Josh?
No.
That's in his bedroom. They don't even have a bed. They just got that. I would suggest with the unpacking is don't rush because nobody's got anything else to do. So just make that
right,
dude. I mean, this week we've been just fixing shit. So like we borrowed a power washer, so we like wash our whole house, and we're just like walking around painting random shit like in our house.
I'll be sending you some new china tomorrow, Joshua. Home warming present, mommy.
Dude, who is that?
I don't know, but whichever one of you fuckers it is, it's only so funny.
Oh boy, Josh. Here we go.
Got to stick up his ass.
Nobody knows the soul.
I mean, personally, I don't give a shit. I find it to be funny, but it's only so funny.
Good.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah.
All right. He's Jason. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Huh?
Oh,
Man, so something I've seen, we were kind of talking about this at the beginning, with people kind of showing their true selves and everything. So I've noticed a lot of people, these are teachers who, not as many that I worked with in the past, but a lot of them that I work with currently are like complaining on Facebook about like this remote learning stuff, dude. And I just think that is like ridiculous, bro. Because for one thing, it's like we're still getting paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
right.
how
You're getting paid. You're not.
and we're not having
Right.
to be out there in the fucking streets, dude.
Yeah,
And
man.
when
Yeah, I
we
don't
were in
know.
college, dude, like they told us all our teachers and stuff, they told us everything they could about teaching, and none of them were ever like, oh, it's really easy. So to me, it's like this is just like another challenging thing, and it's like I'm not gonna be out there complaining about it, dude, because it's like I'm happy I have a job, and it's like the school district could just Google my name and be like, oh, look at Sam bitching about being a teacher. Let's hire someone else to come do his job.
someone with
You're right,
more
though.
positive attitude.
Yeah, and pay them way less because they're like probably coming just out of college. So it's crazy to me, man. It's crazy.
Dave.
Dude, my company trolls the fuck out of you, dude. They look. They
really?
look for. They look. Oh yeah, they look for employees, man, speaking badly about the company. They look for that shit. They do. It's rather aggravating. But
It's enough to and then it's like I'm kind of with you. It's like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it I'll bitch to my wife, because it's gonna stay between. And I've done it to you guys, before the show or whatever. But when I'm putting that out public, you just got to know that I'm kind of running a risk.
Sure.
And a lot
you got to be careful.
Yeah, and it's like you might not know, what your boss, in my case, a principal, like maybe they're just like, I just don't want this dude. Let me find a reason to fire him, or to not invite him back next year or whatever. And that social media thing might just be that reason,
I hear you.
So you gotta be careful.
I just gotta badmouth my company. I might bitch about something that happens at work, but I don't badmouth them.
Yeah. It's not. Well, I mean, a lot of the stuff probably isn't their fault. It's probably like customer related.
Absolutely. It is for the most part.
And then, like I said, like with my situation, man, I'm just grateful to be getting paid and be getting to stay at home while getting paid. So, fuck, I can't complain, man. I could be in a lot worse situations,
Sure, absolutely. I mean,
It's like people are crazy. And it's like I feel like if I was complaining about that, my wife would put me in check. You know what I mean? But then she's a nurse, so she would have every right to. But even if she wasn't, she'd be like. But so I feel like it's wild to me that someone's doing that, and their like significant other isn't like checking them and saying, "Hey, like chill, you got anything going or whatever."
Yeah, you can have it so much worse,
Yeah, I think that's another thing, man. It brings out the extremes in people. Some people might be extremely ungrateful,
Like me.
True that.
Yeah, like Nick.
I want it all, bitches.
It's like, fuck it, I want it all. Call you.
Nick wants all the spawns.
Right.
I want all the spawn. Give me all the spawn.
Hey, Nick's
I'm
gonna
telling you, I'm gonna hit somebody in their pocket for about $2,000.
Dude, hey, I'm gonna be right there with you, man. So you're gonna do an auction. You're not just gonna put it up.
Shame on you.
Nah, man, no fucking auction. I'm just gonna fucking put the fucker up and be like, give me my nut, $2,000.
I think that's what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna put it up there, and I feel it's like I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to wait and see if the price keeps going up? Because oh god, Nick's falling out of his chair.
Did you just fall out of your fucking chair, dude? Are you kidding me? No, you didn't. Oh, okay, his chair looks crooked to me, man. Or maybe it's just the way the chair is. All right.
That chair is crooked as fuck. There it goes.
Nick, what the fuck, dude? Nick, did you fall off your chair again, man? Come on, dude. Oh, man. What the fuck is going on?
Now we're gonna fucking see if he's got any pants on.
Oh, God, dude.
What just happened? Dude, what is happening?
What? I have no idea what just happened.
Bro,
Maybe we'll get the
he kicked this shit out. He kicked this shit out. That's what he's doing, man. What were we talking about? What were we talking about?
Yeah. Okay.
I was looking
All
for
right.
my fucking bottle opener, and I'm not used to this new chair yet. So, like, I kicked
God.
back too much.
Oh, okay. We thought you fell out, dude.
Yeah, I was nervous. I was like, "Oh no, Nick, not again! No!"
No, I fell, but it was like
Acceptance for
it
that.
wasn't because I was created.
Well, Jay, they're all worried
Right
about
away,
that, man.
you know, Jason is ready to fucking make that shit go viral. You know
Hey,
that?
As soon as it got rocky, Jason was sitting there like
So
this.
pissed I can't find my
He's
fucking
recording.
bottle opener though.
Yup, exactly.
Hey, Nick, you probably swallowed it, bro.
I know. All right, time to go to the emergency room, kid.
Hey, let me ask you,
Oh,
Josh, man.
dude.
Have you bought any toys since the move, man, or have you been just kind of focusing on that?
Really just focusing on the move, but I did one of the holes I have been needing was an MP scaled red alert. So I picked one up for sale the other day for
Nice, dude.
$68 shipped.
Yeah, it's
Well, that's a good price.
Cube, right?
Yeah, the bad cube version.
That's a good price.
You
Dude.
got
That's
the-
really cool. Oh yeah, of course it's baggy. We don't want that masterpiece shit. Come on. Get the fuck out of here. Josh ain't gonna do to car garbage. Come on, man. He wants good
So,
shit.
what about you, Russ? You been buying anything, or you just been chilling, man?
Oh, dude, I've been. Well, I got a couple of Gundam kits that I got in, but
What
that's
do you get?
about it. I got the master grade crossbones.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's the full cloth one. It's the one with the cloth cape and shit, which I'm sure is gonna be fun to fuck with. But
I wonder, man, because I know like the Bandai model kits, some of their cloth goods are like the cheapest, like stiffest material. Like it just doesn't lay right.
I got a feeling this one is too. And then you're supposed to cut it, make it look all trashed. But then I heard if you do that, it'll curl up on you and shit. But there's supposed to be. Rob was telling me there's a way to do that to make it where it won't do that. But I'm just worried.
It's called buy a better piece of fabric.
Yeah, dude,
That's probably right. You're probably right, Josh.
Yeah, get on eBay, man. I bet
You're right.
one for that kit specifically, dude. Because there's a lot of sellers, and I bet like Dave and the Scott and Jason too have probably bought some of these. Like they just make like robes for like Star Wars characters. And there's a trick, like if you put it on the toy and then like just run it underwater, like get it like completely soaked and then just set it out, like it'll kind of dry and like mold to the shape.
Like it's here. That's not bad. So it'll look like it's dripped.
It kind of like adds weight to it, like especially around like the head and shoulders, like with the hoods and everything. So that's a little trick that I always do. Like as soon as I get them in, and then it's like you can't really fuck with them that much, but
it's not a bad idea. I mean, that's just one of my favorite mobile suits, though. So I did the real grade one, which was a fun build. So I was like, I got this master grade one, and I was like, I started it already. I gotta finish it up. I've got some more. I got a lot more shit to do with it, but I'm trying to take my time. Though.
I got some shit. I got that Mayfex Cyclops, which broke. Like the fucking.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, so it's like I've had only good luck with Mayfex stuff, so I'm always singing the praises, and it's not a bad toy. I was trying to pull the visor part out, and it broke the effect part off. Granted, I put a drop of super glue, put it right back on, easy fix.
Yeah.
But like for a $100 toy, should I have to do shit like that? No.
Right.
Then,
right.
Like,
it's not cool.
So like I think I mentioned this last week. Hasbro Power Rangers toys, like there's two, like their fucking butts are too big, so they're like legs can't go back far enough. So I like trimmed.
Yeah.
And then with the Cyclops, I like cut the harness, like moved it down lower and like glued it there. And I didn't even want to fuck with it. I just put it right in the display. But like that display's done, thank God. I'm super happy with the way it turned out. But,
Yeah, man, I've been chilling out. I haven't really been buying very much. One too. I got to Anna's because of Anna's Anna is paid commission. So
yeah.
when business is slow, money ain't there. Money ain't coming in. So business has been extremely slow. So she ain't making the money she normally makes. So it's kind of like we've been kind of like just having to chill out and cut back expenses as much as we can.
Yeah.
It's like she's working, but she ain't working for as much as she should be making. She'll make what she should be making. So it's kind of like just kind of cutting back what we can. And I got a real grade Destiny Gundam that I'm gonna do.
Nice, dude.
That'll be a fun build. I've heard some people tell me it's kind of because I think it's an older school real grade. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's the thing. You never know. I never know.
Some of those earlier real grades are really finicky, so you got to be careful with them.
Yeah, that's what I was told. I was told this one can be really finicky, but I mean, when you do that long, you start doing it long enough, you start learning tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know how to tweak it. Find out what you don't have to glue, but should glue after the fact.
Exactly.
What you can use like clear nail polish on or future floor polish to stiffen up.
You got it. That's kind of what you figure out. So I'm like. I was like, I just like the look of it, and that's what I always do with Gundam kits. If I think it looks cool,
and I feel like if you're not like a really kind of deep Gundam head, I think you just mostly buy the kits because you're like, this looks cool. Because every series kind of stands alone, so it's not like they're all interconnected. It's kind of like what else? Like maybe Final Fantasy in that regard, where it's like it's the same kind of umbrella, but.
I think the next kit I'm going to get is I'm finally going to get the master grade Barbatos. I need to get that, and
see that's one that people love. That I was never crazy about that design. I just think it's
I love
Barbatos for me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you talking about the Barbatos, Sam?
Yeah.
Have you watched the series though?
I haven't, and that might change that. How many episodes is that?
50, but it's two seasons, 25 each season.
Okay. I might start that then, and that might change that for me, man. Because
it's one of the best fucking things I've ever watched. I enjoyed it that much. Yeah, and that was Josh, by the way, is the one who told me you need to check the IBO out. And when I watched it, I was like, God damn, Josh was so right. This is amazing. I really did. I love the characters on it. It was just cool. It was a great.
Oh no, I was just smiling because Dave was like, I like seeing Josh's face, and I was like,
I thought you was
I did recommend it to Russ though. I've recommended it to a lot of people that have been curious about how to get into Gundam, and I'm like, fuck it, it's a standalone series. You don't have to have any prior knowledge. Watch it. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's nice, man. And it's like there's a couple. So like I got, and I know this doesn't get much love anymore. But like my first one was Gundam Wing, and that came on Toonami. And like I loved it as a kid, man. I haven't gone back to
it. That series gets so much love from a lot of people, and
I think
it's
so. Here's the thing, Josh.
It's still the most popular one here.
Yeah, it came out. It came
in Japan.
It came on Toonami, and it was the first Gundam series on Toonami. So that was like people my age. That was everyone's exposure to it for the first time, and I think that's why it gets that love. Like that's what it is.
That nostalgia factor. Yeah,
that
goes a long way. But man, that series is difficult to watch. If you start with something like Iron Blooded Orphans and then switch to and watch that immediately afterwards, it's like, which is what I did.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, you notice there's a huge difference.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
My favorite is 8th MS Team.
8th MS Team is pretty amazing. Really, yeah, it's really, really good. I watched that after I watched Wing.
Yeah, but I haven't seen Iron Blooded Orphans, so
it's on Netflix, man. You should watch it.
Yeah.
And the English dub of it is phenomenal. It's really fucking good.
My Netflix
That's
got
what I
hacked, man. I got an email
Did it
saying,
really?
yeah, it said I had like a new login, and I thought maybe Sonny just logged in the other bedroom. So I looked at the location. It was like somewhere in fucking Russia, and I was like, oh no. So I had to get on, change my password. Shit, dude.
What? He's like some fucking Russian fuck bastards making
Yeah, so
your Netflix, man.
here's what I should have did. I should have just like went on eBay and went on a spending spree, and then like called my bank and been like, "Yo, what the fuck, dude? Like somebody hacked my shit from Russia, so like put this money, put this money back in my account." Like get me sorted out.
I've only
Well, hey,
worked that good.
I finished this last week, man. I made this Goldar toy. I just put
Oh yeah, Josh, did you,
Dude,
I
that was
see this, Josh? That's so cool, dude.
I love it, man.
What did
It
you
was like
make
a
that
super
out
easy.
of?
So hold on, I got the box right here. It was this band I made.
Yeah, it
It
was.
Garo. So like Garo's like kind of like in the vein of like Kamen Rider.
Mhm.
I don't know anything
Uh-huh.
about it, but I was just looking for bodies that would work, and in that one it was the right size. It's like 7.5 inches tall, and it was like $70, right? So I got that, and I put like the Goldar's head on it, and I found a way like the wings, like he's got like wings that can go like on and off of them. So like whichever look you want, and yeah, I mean, it was super easy, and I'm like super happy with the way it turned out. I'm thinking of doing the same thing with Lord Zed, but using Rebel Tech Carnage's body as a base.
The gold looks so much better on that than on the actual gold bar.
Yeah, well, like actually gold, not just like that molded.
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah. It looks like yellow, exactly. The one they made is like and look, I've been giving Hasbro a lot of props lately, but I'm just like, dude.
That one, I think they baked it on that, and
Yeah, they did,
not even
man.
just the color, but it's like you can't even paint it because I don't know if this is like
Right.
a thing, but it's like most model paints, they don't do well on like that rubbery plastic. They usually
Mhm.
end up like being really tacky, and there's like nothing
Yeah.
you can do about it. Like even
Yeah.
if you do like thin coats and seal them and everything, it's like they're like always sticky to the touch.
yeah, you gotta sand
On-
it and all
Yeah, and it's like
On-
because they're made to be on like the harder, like more like I don't know like the names of the plastic, but it's like that Goldar was like 100% like that kind of rubbery plastic.
Is it was it like kind of a
What
gummy plastic kind of?
Yeah, and which is cool because it helped with articulation and everything.
Right, but
What
Yeah,
it
it's
is,
just,
what it is, Sam, something like that, where it's a softer, more flexible, rubbery type plastic. You need
Mhm.
to use a lacquer primer before you
Okay.
use something on it, because a lacquer primer is basically, essentially like the same kind of primer that you would use on a car when you are priming a car, getting it ready for paint. Because any other kind of primer or paint will not cure unless it's lacquer based on that type of plastic. And once it has cured, then you can go over it with acrylics and make it look the way you want.
Yeah, I need to get some of that and just keep it on hand. You know?
I ran into that problem because a line of the miniatures that I paint is from Reaper, the company Reaper Bones.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Reaper Bones are a rubbery, softer type of plastic. And you can't prime them with regular acrylic primer. You actually have to use a lacquer-based primer. Or
I'll be
it won't
right
cure.
back.
All right, dude. Yeah, that kind of seems surprising to me, Josh. That like especially in the miniature kind of world that they would use that type of plastics. I feel like
yeah, because people are gonna paint that shit.
Well,
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
the thing, though. They have their own line of paints that are formulated to specifically adhere to that. So they want to keep it all in-house.
Now it makes sense. That does make sense. Like,
Man,
they're
that-
trying to get you to buy all this shit.
I get that from their end, but then it kind of sucks because it's like anyone who's gonna buy that stuff, 9 out of 10 times they got paint on hand. You know, they got their paint that they use, and it kind of sucks that it's not compatible. But
No, I agree.
Well, it's not
But-
that. I mean, it's a simple fix. You just get the right primer.
yeah.
And,
Yeah,
you know,
that's not too bad. I don't know.
Dude,
I heard what that was saying. That shit turned out good though, man.
Oh my
That-
god, dude! It was so easy, and it's like I posted about it and was kind of like, here's how I did it, but it's like, it was like somebody hit me up and asked me like specific like what I used and how I did it, and I like kind of talked them through it, and it's like it's just such an easy fix, man. It was like, and it took I was done in an afternoon,
So did the Goldar head fit on that thing pretty well? I mean, on the ball.
Well, here, let me show you. So it's like the Goldar head. The problem with it is that it has like all this. Hold on, let me make sure. It has like all like the hair and stuff around it, which makes it hard to articulate just by nature. But like I put like a Revoltech joint in like underneath the hair, so like it can move. Like these parts can move up out of the way, which is like super helpful with it. And then on the figure, I just like it had like a collar piece and then like all this like armor right here, and I just like cut all that shit away. It's got a screw that hooks up to a magnet in the head. So like sometimes like if you like lift his arm up all the way, the head's not attached right now. It's floating above where the magnet meets the screw, but it's got to get out of the way to get that articulation.
Right, but it's not going to go. It's actually helpful.
You can shake it and it falls off, but it's like it's gonna stay on there, Yeah. And then like with the hair, like if it this part's raised up, so you articulate the hair up. This one's down, so you articulate it down, and it's like a super easy way to do that, man.
That's it. Yeah, it looks like the head fits well too. Like the head size wise, it works.
Yeah, and that's so. There's like a couple. This character Garo, like SH Figure Arts makes one that's out now. It's kind of like a more recent release, and that's more an SH Figure Arts scale, which would not have worked. And then like the body's like gold chrome, which doesn't really work. Yeah, but this one came out a few years back, so it's pretty cheap now.
It's nice.
That's how if you're wanting to get it, man. Anyone wants to do this, nice little fun little project to do.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, man. Awesome. That's shit I like, man. That's like to me the most like satisfying purchase, or is something that I can tinker with and little projects like that. That's always more fun to me than just buying something out of the box and putting it on the shelf with that fucking Cyclops, man. I'm mad at that. It looks great, it does the job, but
that looks. I mean, I think you just you made a good choice because that looks 100 times better than the Hasbro shit.
And I'm glad, Josh. What were you gonna say?
The Hasbro one was sculpted great. It's just
the
color of the plastic that they used, that mustard yellow plastic, is awesome.
Yeah,
it's like that swirly plastic, and I'm kind of glad you're on here, Josh. So like the one I made, it's definitely not show accurate, But,
but
I support that. I support it when it's not show accurate. You know how I feel about that.
That's true.
It's like Josh, you're kind of. I'm the same way. Like with Transformers, is like you like more of the toy stuff because it kind of looks more like how you picture that character in your head.
Right. Exactly.
Like that's like with Goldar, and it's like Power Rangers. Like going back and watch it now because I can watch it with my kids. Like it's a goofy show, but like as a kid, like I had my own headcanon. That's like kind of what I think about when I'm buying this shit now. And it's like to me, Goldar, he's a badass dude, and he's like this force, and that's kind of what I wanted to do with this toy.
Dude, I love stylized shit.
Me too, man. Me too.
And I think being a slave to exactly what it looked like, on the TV show or even in a comic book or whatever, that's fucking silly, dude. I know some people like that, and I get it, but
I understand that. You like what you like, but to me, it's just like you've got no imagination. You've got no creativity about you, and you just settle for what you were presented with when you were fucking 7. It's like, come on, it can be so much fucking cooler. That's just my personal take. I don't think anybody's wrong for doing so.
Yeah, and I think.
And I'm not saying that's the way it is. I'm just saying it comes across to me that way. That's immediately what I'm thinking. Is like, oh, come on, you got no imagination, man. No offense
I
to
completely
anybody. I'm
agree
not
with you.
trying to piss anybody
Yeah.
off, but
And my thing with that is, with kind of having your own, maybe not even your own take, but just kind of taking these different routes with the different lines you connect. And then, like, for me, it's like, and it's not even like, this isn't even a full on custom. It's a kit bash. I put one head from one toy, put it on another one. Like, it's not a custom, but
that's
it's like
a
little
Franken
things. Like,
swap, man. That's it.
yeah,
That's just a
exactly. And it's
Franken
like, but
swap.
it's like little things like that make it to where your display doesn't look the same as everybody else's, man. Because
Right.
and that's something like with like Cyclops, like I mentioned, like finished out my X-Men, like that's like a mix of everything, that made that display. And it was like a lot, like there's some, toe to head customs in there, and then there's a lot of just like, I put this Diamond Select head on this Marvel Legends figure, but at the same time, like that little fix differentiates my display from somebody else's, and like that is important to me, man. Like I want my display to be my own. Like if people ask me questions and they want to know how I made what I made, yeah, I'm going to answer them. If you want to do the exact same thing as me, I guess fine, I have no problem with that. But it's like I like doing that stuff. I like mixing things up, and I guess that's what's fun to me. It's like the journey. It like extends, because so like it's cool to have that done, but at the same time, it's like, well, now the fun's over. The fun was in starting that, planning it out, and then like getting everything to leading up to that point. And I think doing like with like little kit bashes, customs, and things like that, like I think it just extends that journey and makes it
Sure.
a little bit more fun.
Well, there's nothing wrong with creating your own own take on a character, or even creating your own character for that matter. That's one of the reasons I like Mythic Legions.
Oh,
I like to be able to create what I want to create.
I love that, man. And it's
They're
like
made for it. So.
like that Mezco Gomez, like that always appealed to me, just because it has no fiction. And it can be whatever you want it to be. I thought
exactly.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that's a cool ass figure too. It looks badass. So,
Which
saw
one?
a review of it. I was like, God damn.
I like the street clothes. I want that street clothes one if I could get one. So this is funny. I saw this in the group today. This dude got thrown through the ringer, man. So he posted, and Russ, you'll probably know more about this. Like all these Mezco figures, it was like the Street Gomez, the white costume Ninja Gomez. I don't know like the names of these things, and then like the deluxe Joker, and then the green suited Red Skull, all which go for like a ton of money on the aftermarket.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah, he was like in search of all these figures. He's like, I'm only willing to pay about $80 per figure because that's what they retailed for. He's like, and seller pays shipping. He's like, hit me up if you got them. And dude, like,
no one's gonna call you.
yeah, dude, like, I usually like keep scrolling with those things, but like I was like, dude, you're tripping. Like, if you think you're gonna do that, and then like you want to say seller pays shipping, like get the fuck out of here, dude. Like who's gonna do that?
You can't be wanting to buy some and just put it out there. Hey, look, I'm looking to buy this, but I'm only going to pay this, and people will be like, well, why would I give it to you for that when I can sell it for twice as much?
Exactly. And it's like that was the kicker. I wouldn't have said shit if he didn't say seller pays shipping.
That's nuts.
Yeah, well,
that makes it sound like you're doing the seller of maybe like
they're solid by buying it.
Yeah, but exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Which is not, because like I mean, that's like a $200-$300. I don't know what it goes for, but way more than the $80 that it retail for at a fucking convention.
I know.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff is crazy on the secondary market, dude. I mean, Mezco is definitely one of those companies. If you miss out on any of their figures, I feel like if you miss out on them initially, you're gonna go back and get it later. You're gonna pay premium. It just doesn't matter. You're gonna pay.
That's something that's like, if you know that's the case, be knowledgeable and be like, I'm gonna have to pay the late tax. And when you're gonna make an in search of post, come up with that money.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, have it ready if you know.
Yeah, so I put out a post. Well, I didn't put out a post, but I was looking for like the SH Figure Arts Power Rangers, like a in this last month, and like I was looking for like the Yellow Ranger, but like the Japanese version. I'm like, that goes for, like between $100 and $200, and that's what I was ready to spend on it. I wasn't trying to get a deal because it's just not reasonable. I ended up spending less.
Yeah.
But it's like I wasn't asking for it for what it retailed for, and like with my fucking hand out for charity, like it's just you gotta pay that light tax, man. If you don't want to do it, that thing, yeah.
What was it you said? You got to pay a late penalty? Is that what you said?
No, it's the late tax, man.
Yeah.
It's the late tax. There you go. That's a good way of putting it.
But hey,
I don't know what has much more of a late tax than Transformers and He-Man.
Oh God!
Yeah, so,
oh my God!
When you mention that, it's like the Mafex Bane, which is a really good toy. I remember buying those because it was when I was like first starting to get my display sorted out, and I was like, I might have multiple Banes in it, so I bought 3 of them for $45 each. And I just like randomly looked on Amazon, dude. Those things go for $200 now.
Yeah, no, I mean,
and I might have one sitting around. If I do, I'm gonna sell it for $200. Hey Nick, it's going to be valuable on the secondary market later.
Yep.
On baby,
trilogy, baby.
Yeah.
Hold up. That's a good example of what you guys are talking about. Like, if you're into that, you better get in on it now. Get in on it right now.
Over, dude.
Yeah, it's
over. Then you're fucked.
Yeah, it
is
this afternoon.
That's if it ended this afternoon, and you're fucked. Yeah,
that's why I'm gonna get $10,000 for that autograph.
Dude, every time it goes up by another G.
No, he started at 2 and went to 3, and now he's at 10.
And now we're at 10, dude. Yeah. He's gonna buy that house with that spawn.
But that's a good example, though. That is going to end up having people going late. They're late to the party that are going to want that really bad. And they're going to be freaking out trying to find it. So that's going to mean you're going to be able to sell that for a premium fucking price.
It's like that's been going on for a month. So it's like if you wanted that, you should have got in on it.
No, you should have.
Because it's $40. It was $40 to get the classic, or any one figure was $40, which is what that Mortal Kombat 11 spawn goes for now, like 45.
Sure.
50.
I think the trilogy pack with the bonus heads and all the stuff that with the autograph and everything, it was what, $160 for everything basically. That's not a bad deal if you're paying $40 a figure and you're getting all those bonuses. And if you're into that character and you slept on that, that sucks for you.
And you're
gonna have
you're going to pay.
You're gonna have 2 groups of people, Russ. You're gonna have people who are saying, "Fuck, I should have got it, but I'm ready to pay what I need to pay to get it." And then you're gonna have people that think that they should get it for what it retailed for, which is
20 G's,
dude. Yeah, 20 G's. Now we're up to 20 G's. This is like a live auction going on inside Nick's head right now.
and he's bidding against himself. It's like 20.
I mean,
motherfucker, I'll show you 21.5.
Like we see this with everything, and it's like stuff is kind of worth what you're willing to pay, and it's like you see this all the time. Like people go out and they buy a bunch of whatever. We can use like the neck of Bebop and Rocksteady. And it's like
a good example.
Like people get mad that they don't get it, but it's like if you want it that bad, go hit. Like the guy who's posting, I got 10 of them for sale. They went out there and fucking hustled and went to 10 different targets in 3 different counties in their states and went and found them all. And if you're not willing to do that, like that is the game right now. Like you either do that or you. So it's like you got 3 options. Yeah. You get out on the streets and fucking hustle. And if you can't do that, you get lucky and find one when you're out getting fucking milk or whatever. Or you pay the late tax. And it's for me, I either get lucky or I pay the late tax. I don't got the time, effort, or energy to be out there checking 10 different targets, Yeah. So it's like,
I learned the hard way.
Yeah. And it's like I'm fine paying a little bit more for someone to go hustle for me. Right?
Yeah. I'm going to put $1 million or best offer.
Dude, you should do that.
That's so fucking ridiculous. Like I learned the hard way, Sam, with Mythic Legions, dude. That's why I started getting that mentality of if I really want something, I'm gonna get it when it's coming out right then because I don't want to fuck around. If I'm really into it, I want it. I'm gonna get it. Like there's like the 6-inch GI Joe. I mean, I want two figures from that one. I want Destro and Snake Eyes. That's it.
I only wanted Snake Eyes, and I got mine locked in pre-order.
Yeah,
so.
that's it. I'm gonna get those two. I'm not really interested in the other ones because I just can't. They just look too derpy. I can't handle it.
I hear
They
you.
are derpy as fuck.
I can't. But I think the Destro.
You're not in, right, Josh? Nick, are you in?
Fuck no.
No.
Yeah, Nick, are you in?
For the GI Joes, no. I make my own.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I want that Snake Eyes. And it's like I'm not a GI Joe fan, but I think that Snake. I want that Snake Eyes to mess around with, and I'll probably give it to my kids. But Nick and Josh, you are. So, guys, interesting, man. Kind of where you guys are at with that line.
The regular retail release of Snake Eyes looks 10 times better than that fucking Toy Fair exclusive one.
Josh, I agree.
I hate the colors that they put on that Toy Fair version.
Yeah.
The packaging and the accessories
The
were
browns
awesome.
were weird.
The packaging and the accessories were awesome, but just the colors they used on it. And don't get me wrong, there was a Snake Eyes figure that came out in the early half of the 2000s that had that same color scheme. It was very similar to that. Had like a brownish gray pants with the black top and everything, and it was. I know they're made after that fucking mobile game, but it was heavily inspired by that version of the figure, and I just never cared for that version. But
no, I agree. I think when it comes to that figure, when it comes to Snake Eyes, I think the colors you choose to use are going to make a big difference. Like I personally, I like Snake Eyes being all black.
Me too.
I don't really need anything else because that's the one that was my favorite.
That figure is kind of just another example of what we mentioned. Is like the pre-order was advertised for a long time. And people could have got it in. I remember. I think I don't know what I think it retails for 40. I remember seeing it in for like my buddy had him. Like my buddy Alex Blass, he runs Ageless Geeks. It's like a toy group. He does like pre-orders out of there, which is like where I get everything from. He had them for 85, and I almost bought one. And I sit there. I was like about to message him, and I was like, "Dude, you're just fucking bored. You don't want that toy for 80."
Especially you just wait. The retail one's going to be out. And it's better. I mean, it's better in a lot of ways.
This was before that was announced, but I think it was one of those things where I'm like, this is just a boredom purchase that you don't need. You don't need right now. You know, you're gonna. So I was like,
but those are the only two I'm targeting is that Destro and the Snake Eyes, and then whatever next wave is coming out. I don't know what's going to be in the next wave, but we'll see whatever they are. I hope so. I'm just going to cherry picking the fuck out. But I mean, but yeah, when you're like looking into stuff like that. You got to get it in early, man, because if you wait too long, then you might. Although with those that line, I don't think you're going to have trouble finding stuff. I think there are going to be plenty of them out there. So I don't think it'll be a big deal.
I got the pieces in to make a custom Globulus now.
Oh, that's great, dude. That's really going to be cool. Globulus was always a neat looking character to me. I always thought he was cool. The 3 3/4 inch figure of him was really interesting. I don't know, the big snake body. He had like a wire kind of in it.
He was that bendable rubber with the wire frame inside.
Right.
And
exactly.
Moved it around too much, it would break and it wouldn't hold shape.
It would.
It would just go right back to being straight.
That's exactly what happened.
I got me an Archangel for Nemesis Enforcer.
See that I think that'll actually be a good because it's got the metal look to it and everything. Nemesis Enforcer was
he had like leathery wings.
Yeah, he did, but when you had it depends what you're going. The toy though, the wings looked kind of metalish looking. They were terrible looking. I thought I hated them in the toy. I hated the wings.
I hated Cobra Law. Period. I hated Cobra Law.
Fucking Globulus was amazing.
Now,
I like the way
Serpentor.
Boss Fight Studios, they do that fucking Vitruvian
Right.
Hacks 3 3/4 line, and they made a
Absolutely.
race of fucking Gorgons, with the snake
They
bodies and
did.
everything. So a lot of people snatched
Yep.
those up to make Globulus customs in the 3 3/4
Whenever
style.
whenever we go to NJC, they always have a big presence there,
Oh
and they'll
yeah,
have a
because
shit ton of those figures there for sale, dude. It's crazy.
they all used to work for Hasbro, and they worked on the Star
Yeah.
Wars Legacy line and the G.I. Joe line and the early Black Series, and
Those figures,
they're
those
based
guys,
in New Jersey, I think.
they're three. They really do a good job on them.
Oh, they
I
do a
mean,
what's,
a
phenomenal
3 3/4
job.
inch figure.
Are you guys talking
Yeah,
about
the
the
detail on the
toy hacks ones?
Yeah, the Vitruvian
Yeah,
Hacks.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Hacks.
do a good job, man.
I know Anna won one of the raffles, and she got one of their just to say it's kind of like their version of a GI Joe figure,
Mhm.
soldier guy, and it came with so
Accessories.
much stuff, dude. It was
Well, I
insane.
think for
Yeah,
their
and
accessories,
Yeah.
like their weapons, they teamed up with Marauder, Marauder Inc., like Marauder
Mhm.
John and
Marauder
Marauder
Task
Ruben.
Force and
Yeah, they teamed up with those
Yeah.
guys.
that's another one of those
It was-
lines where it's like they're those original characters, so it's like they can make them be whoever you want. It's like that's like the kind of toys I like messing with, man.
Yeah. Nah, it's cool though. I mean, it's awesome stuff, And I'm just. But again, some of those things, if you don't get in on the ground floor, you're in deep shit. You're ready to pay.
Yeah.
You're like Nick. You gotta make your own shit.
Yo, I'm telling you,
Well, hey, Nick's gonna be making millions off this Spawn
I'm
trilogy.
telling you, a
I
million,
know, right?
million or best offer.
He's gonna make more money off that trilogy than Todd McFarlane did from the whole Kickstarter. Nick's gonna
That's it.
Nick's
Yeah.
gonna be a
Josh,
with 41.
Million or best offer.
Every time Josh is going up, Josh, he's that.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Well,
Hey, Nick's gonna sell that Spawn for $1 million, and we're gonna be like, hey, what did you do with the money? And he's gonna not tell us. And like one day on the show, he's gonna be like, hey, come in here and clean this room up, and it's gonna be Todd McFarlane. And he's gonna come in, like, get all Nick's empty beer bottles and stuff. And it's like,
And he's going to be in a French maid outfit.
yeah. he's gonna be like Nick's living on that.
Relationship, okay? Leave old Toddy Bucks alone.
Oh God!
Well, dude,
yeah,
do you wanna talk about that news thing and then get into the the documentary, that the Boba Fett thing?
What Boba Fett thing?
Here, I'll tee it off.
Morrison.
So, yeah, Tamora Morrison, I guess, is confirmed to be Boba Fett in The Mandalorian Season 2.
Oh, cool.
Which I think, personally, it's like, I think it's cool we're getting Boba Fett back, but I'm just a huge Tamora Morrison fan. I love that dude. So I think getting to see him, and I don't think it's going to be a huge role, but I'd love to see him brought back into the fold, as Boba Fett, and like playing the clones and everything like that.
I hope
I
it's
think this
only
is
in
cool.
flashback form.
Yeah, I wonder how
I
that would.
want post Sarlacc Boba.
Dude, yeah. Well, I mean, to me, I'm kind of trying to keep an open mind. I don't necessarily, because I was thinking, Nick, I don't want that, but at the same time, if they can do it in a way that's presentable, fuck it, I'll be okay with it.
Now, see, I wish they would, and I get why they're doing it. I get why they want to advertise it and kind of put it out there.
I definitely think that this series doesn't need a Boba Fett.
No.
No, I think so, but I just wish they would have surprised us with it. How cool would it have been if they didn't let anyone know this was going down, and you're watching the show, watching it, and all of a sudden,
let me say something that I saw kind of Russ to speak on that is our boy Nightwing he mentioned on Facebook. So, someone said that same thing. They were like, "What are they going to surprise us with?" And he said, "If they're giving this information to us, imagine what they'll have to surprise us with, down the road."
You know what?
Which
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It might just be conjecture, but at the same time, maybe it's
God. I'm going to be real with you. If you're quoting that motherfucker, I'm taking a
hey,
whole.
come
I'm maybe
on.
change my.
Hey,
Russ. Now,
I
what's some
want
pretty next level shit, Russ? Be
yeah,
quiet.
Russ, be quiet. But
I want somebody to transcribe our fucking chat.
yeah. One day maybe if we can make it to that level.
Jesus.
Dude, I was
The
on
views
eBay
and
and I was
opinions
about,
of Russ the Muss do not reflect the entire cast of MPSP
yeah,
Theater
we mentioned that on
or the
episode 1,
realm
y'all should-
proper.
yeah, dude,
Boom, boom.
I was looking on eBay and I was looking at this Power Rangers Lightning Collection toy and I just was reading the reviews on it and the first one was from Nightwing, you know. No, that was funny. I was like, hey, it's a small world, you know. Oh man, but yeah,
Opinions. Like gas crack.
Yo, did you see they gave away the recipe to chloroform on that one thing this week?
why do you mention that?
They gave away what now?
That
The
was a
recipe
couple.
to chloroform.
That was a couple of weeks ago. The whole "don't
What
mix
was
these
it?
chemicals" post on a meme.
Yeah.
Because it was like something makes chloroform, and someone's like, "Wait, did they just give away the rest of the chloroform?"
Yeah, so like, I mean, well, I'm sure he already. I mean, sorry, I'm sure. I'm sure people would already know how to do that. That wanted to do that. I don't know.
Karen.
I almost said something. I could keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that fucking movie with Paul Walker early? It was called Joyride, where Meatloaf
Yes.
was the trucker chasing him.
Meatloaf?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
I would do anything for love.
Candy cane.
Meatloaf was actually he was like the Rod.
dark
It
as
was
fuck.
Movies, dog.
good, dude. It was good. It was like I'm not saying it was a great
all
movie
the
or not,
shit,
but it
bro.
was a good role.
He was
Josh,
Meatloaf-
did you
Meatloaf-
like any shitty Meatloaf horror movies?
Don't think I've ever seen any.
What else? Yeah, what else?
Did
was
you ever
he
see
in?
Rocky Horror Picture Show, Josh?
No.
Oh my god. You've never seen Rocky Horror? Oh god.
Yeah, that
Am I the only one on the panel that's done a midnight showing?
man, that's what we talking about.
Oh,
Anna
Rocky
has.
Horror Picture Show.
Never.
You be
seen
actually going
You
to the
go
live
dressed
show.
up. Yeah, go
Yeah,
dressed up and shit.
Anna's been there. Anna's done it. I've never done it before, but I'd like to do it. It'd be cool. They put a V on my cheek because that'd be my first time to the show. So like you're a virgin to the show with a V. Yeah, and then I think like they fuck with you more. They look for people with V's on their cheeks. I want to fuck with them some more. Yeah, I'd
So
love to see it though.
Russ
Because
goes
they-
every year, and he tells them every year it's his first time.
And he just
It's okay.
wants the attention.
He can still squirm
I'm
every time
starved.
it's that digital penetration.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, right. Give it
Russ
deep
be,
and hard, baby. Deep and hard.
Russ be like, ooh, let me winks.
A brave adventure faces your head. Hurry on, poor Lemmy Winks, or you will soon be dead.
Dressed like a
Jesus
pirate.
Christ.
Fucking gay pirate.
Mr. Slave was so crucial.
Oh my
You
god,
guys-
dude, what a
you guys-
character, man.
For real, man.
Jesus Christ.
You need to play the South Park video game Stick of Truth and the Fractured Butthole. Oh my god.
I've played the Stick of Truth. I haven't played a Fractured Butthole. I haven't played that yet.
Mr. Slave's a
The Stick of
summon.
Truth is great.
Mr. Slave's a summon in battle in one of them, and he does the whole like. You remember the episode where he swallowed Britney Spears up his ass?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you summon him, it's just him and his hat, and he's holding his junk, and he jumps through the air doing a split, and he goes, Jesus Christ, and then lands on whatever enemy you're fighting and takes him up his ass, and then just disappears, and they're gone. It's like an instant kill.
That. God damn.
That's tight, man.
Yo, after
Russ has lost it.
we all have Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
know,
just
after-
loaded
after
Scrubs
this-
on there the other day. I've been watching Scrubs all week while I've been unpacking.
Oh, dude, I fucking hate Scrubs, man.
What?
Dude, we could start watching the Venture
I watched
Brothers.
every episode too.
What did you say, Nick?
We could start watching the Venture Brothers together.
Adventure Brothers.
No, just the Venture Brothers. That shit's good, man. That's good.
Fucking Brock Sampson, bro.
Yeah.
Let's watch it. Look for it.
How do
I
you
love
hate
all that shit on
Scrubs?
Hulu, dude. I'm always looking for all the weird shit on Hulu.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's
It's
like
never-
one of my
never-
favorite shows ever. I loved it.
Took with me.
Well,
It was alright. It had that cute chick that played the new Becky on Roseanne was on it.
Sarah Chalk.
She was
She
cute,
paid Elliot.
cute girl. Yeah. She was cute, and that was nice. She was nice to look at. But I think like she took turns banging motherfuckers on the show or something. I don't know. It was good. Yeah. Whatever.
Ooh.
I saw Sam's jaw drop. What's up?
He's like, ooh, she banged him. No. I'm intrigued now.
Yeah. Wait, what are we talking about? Maybe I'll give it a second chance.
Scrubs sounds pretty good now. It's one of those kind of shows.
Oh, man.
Nice, dude.
It's-
nice.
It's 10:22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's talk about that. What we watched this week. The
Grant Morrison.
fucking
Yeah,
documentary.
Nick, why don't
Talking
you,
with
yeah,
gods.
Nick,
Yeah,
tee
he's
it up,
nuts,
Nick.
dude.
Give everybody like the appropriate background info and everything.
It's a documentary about Grant Morrison. He's a writer of comics and probably one of the better writers of comics in history. And he's a little crazy. And they go around and they go ahead and document this. And I got some chaos magic for all y'all.
Chaos magic, baby. I like the magic.
I'm gonna put a sigil on each and every single one of y'all. What?
He's, what's crazy about that? As I was watching it, at first I was like, oh man, he's just being crazy. He doesn't really. But then as you listen to him talk, like he believes that shit, dude. I think
it's true in his
Oh yeah.
Yes. He is no joke. That guy is like for real. Like, and I've always believed like I don't think if you really believe something, I don't think you're crazy.
Okay, you write down what you wish, and then you take away all the vowels, and rearrange the consonants into something new, something that's never been seen before.
Yeah,
And
man, he's
And then you jerk off, and at the point of completion, you come all over the sigil, and it is empowered.
it's like he just like it's either he's making it up as he goes along and just kind of creating his own fucking weird shit, right?
And it's like I was kind of
Great.
He would
I
actually.
have felt the.
He would actually.
Sorry, Josh, go ahead.
He would actually tell his readers how to do that shit in the Invisibles and everything.
Yep. And
Right, he incorporated a lot of that stuff into his work, which I thought was really cool. You know, I this dude is a guy I like to hang out with, just to talk to him about his.
I'm
his
sorry,
point of
but
view on the fucking world, man.
Ain't none of us on this fucking panel cool enough to hang out with fucking Grant Morrison. I'm just sorry we're not.
You know what? I think I might agree with you on that because I think none of us either not cool enough or we're just not like out there enough.
Dude,
so I got some kind of different takes from him in that it's like in a lot of ways like I love the way he looks at comics and comic book characters, which I'm sure we'll get into, but it's like in a lot of ways like I thought he was just a goofball, man.
dude,
Shut your fucking mouth, Sam.
I just aspire to be as interesting as Grant Morrison on his most boring day. I mean, that dude's fascinating.
And I'm not trying to knock him. Like I definitely respect him as a writer, but it's like when he was talking about like how like he said I don't know, did something to like some love goddess, and then like the next day, like later on, like he like met his like now wife. It's like that. That
Well,
to
no,
me,
he already knew her. He was introduced to
yeah,
her.
no, but then like she hit him up like wanting to go out with him, and,
That's
and
right,
he
man.
broke.
Because he used the chaos magic.
But then at the same time, like Nick, to me, that's the same as me being like, well, you know, I like this girl, so I said 10 Hail Marys, and then the next day she called me, and that's why she approached me, you know, which I
So
think,
it's just like Russ using the secret.
yeah, it's like in that regard, like he came off to me.
Look how serious he is.
It's like it's like the same as someone who's like just like super like over the top religious, and like to me it's all the same. I don't think you can put them in different
But he's
categories.
Okay, but his the religious you speak of, it's like his own fucking religion. It's like a fucking world, dude.
Yeah, but it's like
Not really.
But at least it's coherent. Give him that.
yeah.
And he
It all makes
approaches
sense.
it.
God damn it.
He approaches it in a rational, logical, and pragmatic manner about his
Here's
life.
He doesn't use it to demonize other people.
Right.
Too.
No, no.
You know what I mean?
And
That's
he,
true.
I
So
mean,
that's a good thing.
it's out there, but he didn't come across as a raven nutbag to me. It's like, okay, cool.
No, me either.
You know, this is what he believes. This is what he thinks and feels. He's not hurting anyone by doing so. He's
Yeah, exactly.
and
That's
whatever
the
he
difference,
is
man.
doing has given us some incredible fucking stories over the years. I mean, shit. I'm cool with it. I think he's
Yeah, me
an awesome dude. I would love to just be remotely cool enough to fucking just hang out with Grant Morrison for an afternoon. Like,
See,
not even a
I
whole
don't
day.
like
It's
using
just
that
like,
word.
hey man, let's hang out and shoot the shit for a couple hours. That'd be so fucking cool.
It's not about being. It's not about being cool enough. It's about you got to be fucking. We don't have the mindset to fucking hang out with that guy. You got to be like. You got to be able to leave your fucking reality a little bit.
Dude,
man.
That's what the
Right.
mushrooms were for.
Russ, I'm getting
I found it fascinating though that said he was like 29 before. I didn't hear what
He did
said.
anything.
What? Anyway, I found it fascinating.
No,
He
what-
said he was like 29 before he ever tried any illicit substances or alcohol or anything like that. And then all of a
Thank
sudden,
God.
Yeah, that was something that
I found myself not wanting to believe him, but then again,
I believed him. I think I believed him on that.
but he was so honest about everything else. So I was like,
Yeah.
why about that? You know? So it made me kind of okay. I believe him though.
That is something that I really related to him on when he mentioned that, Josh, is because he was like, I'm doing this knowing that, you know, it's probably not like good for my health. You know, maybe it's not good for me in the long run, but like I just want to experience this to inform myself about it, dude. And I kind of take that stance with a lot of things, man. Like maybe I don't do something, like not just gonna like kill me or like ruin my family, but it's like I'm doing this just to experience it, you know,
Well,
to get that
think-
information.
yeah, and by doing these things and having that information, he has a better viewpoint on how to write from that perspective for someone who wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And then somebody who does know that perspective, when they would see it, they would like, this
They can
motherfucker's
relate to
seen
it,
some
yeah.
shit because, you know, he's
Yeah.
showing exactly what it's like. That's what I like
And that-
about
and
his
that's a-
writing style. He took so much from his own personal life and put into his page on a lot of things that he worked on.
Mm-hmm.
It was just wild, some of that
And-
shit I had no clue about that he was into and doing.
Yeah, and it's
Like
like
his
we
father and shit too.
yeah, and it's like we talk all the time about like how we, and I know this is a thing for me. It's like I don't necessarily like I'm gonna read every Wolverine comic because I like Wolverine. That's not the case. But I'm gonna read every Jason Aaron comic that he writes because I like him as a writer. You know, so it's like
Right.
Josh, kind of what you're speaking to is like that is a reason for me is like why I buy comics, because I look at who writes it. and I'm like, I love this writer, Hickman,
Yep.
Scott Snyder, because they do have a perspective that attracts me, whether it's good, bad, whatever. I can't say that, but it appeals to me. So I'm gonna put my money
Well, I mean,
behind stuff.
if it appeals to you and you enjoy it, then it is good by that standard. Whereas maybe
Yeah.
the same story, I would read it and not enjoy it, and I wouldn't think it was good. But it's still the same body of work. It's all subjective in that
Yeah.
regard. You know, I mean,
Yeah, and I think he is very okay with that.
yeah, dude,
I
I think
actually wrote an essay. I wrote an essay on fucking Grant Morrison's Batman.
Damn, really?
Yeah, bro. I wrote an online essay when I was just like trying to have my own little website and shit.
Mhm.
It was fucking went in deep. It was like a college thesis length essay.
That's Nick's doctoral degree, right there.
Grant Morrison's Batman.
Somewhere
Like,
on that.
I think that like the one thing that you can say about Grant Morrison that you can't say about any other creator, I think Grant Morrison undoubtedly has the greatest Superman story of all time.
All
And I
Star
don't think
Superman.
it's close.
It's All-Star, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's even fucking close.
Yeah, so like that's something to me where like I've had people in my family be like, "What's what's a good Superman book?" And I'm like, and that's what I say. I'm like All-Star Superman. Man.
That's
You
the
don't. I
definitive.
get covered. And yeah, okay,
It's
it's
the
all,
Yeah.
and it's like but it's very approachable, but at the same time it's a heavy piece,
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No, I understand. I mean,
And, dude, Nick, I don't think it's easy to write a good Superman story
It's not, man.
because
Like,
so many people fumble, dude.
it's weird about Superman, dude. He's one of the coolest fucking characters if you think about it. He really is awesome. But I felt like for a long time he was so awesome, but no one would give him his character any depth or substance. And by the way, I'm so happy that they've expanded on the whole backstory for him, like a lot more in recent years than they used to. It's like the whole history of Krypton is fucking cool as shit, dude. Krypton was a crazy ass fucking planet, man. It really was, and I love a lot of the different takes that there've been on the whole before Superman. The whole background story of his world was just crazy, man. And then and it kind of gives you a little more proper, maybe a little more of a proper respect for Superman as being like the last son of Krypton. Like, the whole idea that he carries around the existence of his people in his very DNA. It's his body, and he's like, it's cool, dude. And you're right. I agree with you. Superman is tough to write. I think he's tough to do a good story on.
Tough to make him interesting.
So
Absolutely, you got it.
I think unquestionably you can say that Grant Morrison is one of the top 5 Batman writers of all time.
I would
Hey,
agree
so
with that.
Nick, what would your 5 be? Do you have them or?
For Batman,
Yeah.
all right. Number 1's got to be Denny O'Neil, right?
Shit.
Yeah.
The 70s Batman, Ra's al
Yeah.
Ghul.
Yeah, he was using mine.
Modernizing the Joker.
Right.
after all the camp.
Yep, bringing
Yeah.
that dark, gritty tone that's kind of
Yeah.
stuck around to present day.
Right. Made the Joker a lot more
Terrifying.
homicidal, terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the better word. Just more scary. Yeah.
And I mean, you introduce Ra's al Ghul, and it's kind of like when we talk about like Fantastic Four and stuff, like how that all branches out.
Yep. That's
So yeah, so Denny O'Neil number 1. I think Frank Miller's got to be number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Frank Miller number 2. I'd go Jeff Loeb number 3.
All right.
Scott Snyder number 4, and Grant Morrison number 5.
I mean, that's a respectable 5 right there, man.
Yeah.
wow.
And I think each and every single one of those writers has a legit claim to be the number one writer of all time for fucking Batman. I just think that I just think the length that Denny O'Neil did it and the time that he was an editor on Batman, steering the franchise. I think that just puts him above everybody else.
I see what you did. You kind of you didn't really put them in it wasn't about putting them in order.
Well, yeah, it was.
I mean, is that your order for like from best to?
Yeah, I'd say Denny O'Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Miller.
So Denny O'Neil,
Frank Miller. Now I'm all fucked up. I can't remember.
You said
Denny O'Neil, Frank Miller.
Jeff Loeb.
No, I get it.
You said
Jeff Loeb. Yeah, definitely Jeff Loeb. Jeff Loeb, Snyder, Morrison. Yeah.
I think that's a top 5. I don't know how you could. My computer died. I'm bad. I have to charge or plug it in. But I feel like I don't know how you could. So it's like if you're talking about Jeff Loeb, you got Long Halloween, Dark Victory. Frank Miller, you got Dark Knight Rises and or Dark Knight Returns and Year One.
Oh.
Grant Morrison, you got his run. Scott Snyder is another like unprecedented run. Danny O'Neil is just super. Like I feel like he made the Batman that Frank Miller told stories about.
Yeah,
I don't think it's like you say like Danny O'Neil walked so Frank Miller could run.
But like the thing I think is most interesting about Snyder and Morrison is that you get a completely different Batman every time Morrison touches fucking Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Scott Snyder, like he kind of did the same thing where like you got a different Batman every time he touched him.
Something I like
the All-Star Batman with Two-Face that Snyder did with what was it, Romita Jr.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's a fucking underrated story. That little shit that they just did, that was fucking crazy.
I feel like something that they do really well is that they know exactly where they're going to end up before they pen that first panel. And I think that informs the story that they tell. And it's like, you always hear like ongoing TV series, it's hard to stick the landing. But I think they got it figured out from not maybe not like the dialogue, the scene, whatever, but like they just have an idea of where that story is going to take them. And it's like there's so many different little payoffs throughout that make it such an engaging read.
And here's the last part of this that's going to blow your mind. Grant Morrison is one of the top 5 Wonder Woman writers of all time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now I've never seen any. I've never even messed with any Grant but I've never really been a big Wonder Woman like comic book reader anyway. So I've never. Wonder Woman is that character.
Was he writing her in the New 52?
I don't know about that, but I was talking about the fucking the fucking Wonder Woman Year One. That graphic novel he did where like she was a pacifist.
Mm.
And
that's interesting.
It was so good.
Huh.
And then how he wrote her in fucking Justice League. And that's the other thing that I was trying to say that I couldn't remember. Was it like how Snyder writes Batman in each like incarnation he does, including his Justice League Batman, which is completely different than anything else he does with Batman. And it's like Morrison did the same thing. Because with Morrison, you get your Arkham Asylum Batman. That's trippy ass Batman.
Yeah, the Arkham Asylum Batman was what I know Morrison for best. Is but I never messed. I never knew I didn't even really know he wrote Wonder Woman. To be honest with you, I didn't even know. I didn't remember them mentioning that in the. I'm sure they did. I might have just missed it. But
they didn't really.
He had a little bit.
They didn't talk about his Wonder Woman run? Okay.
Yeah, I think his Wonder Woman run was after they made this documentary.
Oh, okay. So it's okay. This documentary is out how long ago?
a while ago,
Yeah,
man.
A while
see,
ago,
it kind of
okay.
seemed like that to me. And at the
Yeah.
beginning, I was kind of wary about it, but it ended up being good. Something that I took away from it that it's like you know you pick up little things. It's like you start thinking about like how do I view comic book superheroes as a whole. And when he was talking about like him and Alan Moore,
Oh man.
in kind of going into this, I held Alan Moore like in a really high regard.
Oh
Like
God,
even though
why?
well, it was serious thing. Like knowing that he's a kook, you know, and I love the Watchmen, and I was like, I think like the way he kind of took superheroes and pulled them down and just made them people, But then like what Grant Morrison was saying was that he's like these superheroes, they can be flawed, they can have issues,
Yeah.
whatever. He's like, but they need to be special. They need to be like fantastical. And that's something where I was like, hell yeah, dude. Like they need to be people for us to look up to, and that's something that where like, with Alan Moore, like I like Watchmen, I've read some of his Swamp Thing and like V for Vendetta and stuff, but it's like, I don't necessarily want all my superheroes to exist like in our like real world.
Yeah.
Because if I want to watch like a movie about our real world, there's plenty of good ones out there, And it's like it's like if I want a taco, I'm not gonna go and order a taco pizza. I'm gonna get a damn taco. If I want a pizza, I'll get a pizza. And they still,
I don't know. That sounds good though, dude. I don't know.
The only Alan Moore that stands up for me is Alan Moore's League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
dude, that's really good, man.
The fucking movie shits all over it.
Yeah, those are two different.
But like that is the only Alan
really
Moore
good.
property that I can read.
Dude,
the movie Watchmen is better than the graphic novel Watchmen. Yes, yes, it's true.
Dude, I like them both. The movie and the novel. I think
the HBO series Watchmen is phenomenal and makes me
I still haven't seen
really care for the Zack Snyder version anymore. Because I used to think, oh, Zack Snyder nailed it. And then after watching the Watchmen TV series on HBO, I'm like,
yeah,
Zack Snyder got it so wrong. Because it's a literal page-for-page adaptation. And certain things that he did that works on the page, after you watch the Watchmen series, it just doesn't work in the movie.
Yeah, dude, that's a thing, man. That was like my take. I was kind of like, this is what comic movies should be. But at the same time, it's like you're taking a different medium. You gotta adapt them.
Yeah,
I was totally about to go at Josh for a second. I was like, hold up, because you don't like it. You think it's wrong, but then I see what you're saying.
No, it made me re-examine. It made me re-examine.
Yeah,
and it just when I look at it in a new light, I'm like, holy shit, this is just not what I used to enjoy now.
Yeah.
I think that Alan Moore, it's funny. I think that the things that are made based on his material are better than what he writes.
In the source.
Yeah.
And like and it's hard for me to separate his
fucking From Hell is a way better movie than it is the graphic novel.
Yeah, and it's like hard for
V for Vendetta, same thing.
Yeah, it's like for someone who's as strong a personality as he is, you almost can't separate him from his work, which is like,
wow.
It's like he doesn't. Yeah, and it's like he doesn't want to be adapted. He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't want to be like continued.
He hates Grant Morrison.
It's so here's how I view Alan Moore. Like Nick, you've probably seen this. So there's like toy customizers that are like well known and highly regarded, and people are like, hey, "How did you make this?" And they're like, "I don't want to tell you how I made it, because that's me losing money."
That's me losing money.
Yeah, that's Alan Moore.
Anybody like that, I immediately I disregard you and have no respect for you. Then I
mean,
I understand you're looking out for yourself,
Alan.
But Yeah.
Alan Moore has said in interviews that no one has had an original idea in the comics industry since Watchmen.
Alan Moore is a pretentious fuck. And
I think he can go blow a snake.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I'm not a fan of the dude. He's like, oh, look at me, I'm eccentric. Yeah, fuck you. You're a pretentious cock.
Dude, that's why I like Grant Morrison.
But you
He's fucking awkward like us. You know, that whole interpretive dance
so
thing.
I wanted to I wanted to like kind of bring that up is like, you know, they like how they talk to like they interviewed Matt Fraction, Jason Aaron.
Oh, Jill Thompson, dude.
Jill Thompson.
Every time I saw her on the screen, I wanted to give her a big hug. She just seems like the sweetest
just a
lady
nice,
ever.
yeah. And it's like all these people, it's like to me, and I guess like any like diehard comic fan, like that's like your fucking Michael Jordan, you know?
Yeah.
Like, seeing these people on screen and getting their takes on things, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Like I like that about the documentary.
Dude, Jason Aaron was on there, and I thought that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that dude, he's highly regarded, very deserved. Like he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I like that Mark Waid and Warren Ellis were both in there.
And dude, also
that story about hyper time, right?
Yes.
Hyper time.
Yeah, it's on a napkin.
On the back of a fucking napkin.
And dude, Nick, you know what else I like? I like that him and Frank Quietly are like boys, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's you know what? Hold up. That didn't surprise me though.
Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah,
you know, given how much
surprise me, but
it's like, Nick, could you imagine sitting in a fucking room, drinking beers and just kicking it with fucking Frank Quietly and Grant Morrison, like, and it's like Frank Quietly looks like all the characters he draws, like it's like in his eyes, you know what I mean? Like I just think I've never seen him like physically, you know.
So here's the other one to blow your mind with. Okay, Grant Morrison is without a doubt one of the top 5 X-Men writers of all time.
Ooh, so you guys want to run through that, man?
Absolutely, he is.
Like I loved his X-Men. I'm not disputing that, but what are your guys?
You have to go Claremont number 1.
Claremont.
Morrison number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley number 3. Yeah, he laid the entire groundwork.
Keep going.
I mean,
so that's 3. So now I need 4 and 5. Shit. Chuck Austin. No.
Dude, X-Men is
hard,
tricky, dude, because there's been so much bad X-Men.
Yeah, like
insane.
I'm trying to think. Like Hickman's run right now.
Dude, I put Hickman. So I haven't read anything past.
And if I had to do, I hate his ass, like, because he's such a prick. But if like I had to put like a non-team one, like non-X-Men team on there, it had to be Peter David's X Factor.
What about
Well, I mean,
Joss Whedon? Did you like his stuff?
Whedon's stuff was good, but it wasn't top good.
Nah.
That's some stuff I've read, you know, within the past 10 years.
But
yeah, it's just been so much bad X-Men.
When was Morrison writing X-Men? When was he?
2001.
Yep,
X-Men.
He introduced the concept of Cassandra Nova
and
Thorn,
and what's the dude's name?
Phantom.
I wasn't because like I had there was like this
wasn't Quentin Quire?
There's like
Kid Omega.
I don't think I was reading X-Men when he was writing.
Cuckoos as well.
I don't think I was.
Yep. He basically.
I think I stopped reading it.
He wrote the entire character of Emma Frost. He just completely rewrote it and made it brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And Frank Quietly draws the most ugly, perfectly beautiful woman.
You know, dude, like what I like about Frank Quietly is like his
So
art,
good.
it like looks like real people.
Oh God.
You know, like it just like looks like
He's really good.
like these are what like real people. Like it's just so fucking and it like I don't know. And him and
Frank.
the dude who does Manhattan Projects, like they're in the same kind of
Oh,
ballpark with me.
shit.
I always forget his. Like, we always do this. I feel like every other week when we try to remember this dude's name, but it's like it's just so like it's almost like Sunday cartoon, like Sunday like comic book, like newspaper.
You're gonna
comic.
make me. You're gonna make me have to go back and like
So
start
good, man.
look for Morrison's X-Men shit now because I'm kind of curious. I wasn't reading X-Men comics
Artist
for a
is
long
Nick
time.
Pitara.
Nick Pitara.
Like,
Okay, yeah.
After
this
after the
is dope.
'90s, I just quit on X-Men, man. I was like,
Yeah, so it's
Sam-
done with it.
Yeah.
Like, you might be the only one with some interest in this. Did you ever read Cowboy Ninja Viking?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. They need to make a movie of this shit. They had these people that were experimented on by the FBI who had multiple personality disorder. Well, the FBI and CIA took advantage of that and made each one of the multiple personalities into what was called a triplet. So each one of these triplets had a fucking combination of skills. So the first guy in the main character is Cowboy Ninja Viking.
That's cool.
Then they have like samurai, fucking Jakusto diver, chef, who like spears people with knives and shit and fucking feeds them bad sushi. It's fucking nuts. Dude.
Jesus, dude.
I tried to let Jisk read this, and he was like, "Dude, this is too fucked up for me."
There was
Then do you like Joe Kelly?
Yeah. Oh.
Dude, I got a book, and it's another one I let people borrow, and they didn't like. It was called Butcher Baker, the Righteous Maker.
I know that title. I haven't read it, but I'm like familiar with the title.
He's a fucking 18-wheeler driver that goes on superhero missions. And he has no superpowers. And it's just like it's like Smokey and the Bandit meets like the Fantastic Four. It's amazing.
Is he
And
like
then,
an
like,
interdimensional trucker?
But picture written by Rob Zombie.
That's great, dude. Oh, jeez, dude. Yeah, I'm. Man,
When I
you
worked-
be reading some off the wall shit, dude.
When I worked for, well, I say worked, but you know, it was just like contributed. You guys remember Lee? We had him on the show.
Yeah, to this day, he still believes I lost my leg in a bear trap. Fucking Bass Pro Shop.
But when I wrote for his website, I did a interview with the artist and writer of Screamland, and that was a cool experience. They had like it was a comic based on like the Universal monsters, as if like they went through like the 50s and today. So it was like it wasn't Bela Lugosi, it was Dracula, who was Dracula in the 1932 movies, and then like all the way up to today and how much of an asshole he is. It's fucking amazing. Check it out sometime. Check it out sometime if you can. It's called Screamland. But yeah, I interviewed those guys, and that was a fun time. I also wrote a review of. Well, it was actually not a review. It was a opinion article of how Afro Samurai should be a video game. And I got an email from the Afro Samurai fucking production company, and they sent me a fucking like mini comic saying thank you and we enjoyed
Nice.
your article.
I thought at first he was gonna say they sent me a cease and desist.
Yeah, man. Oh no, man.
Oh shit! No, don't talk about that shit. We don't want our shit in the movie. Oh god, fucking brilliant, man! Oh my lord, no, that's man. I guess that's kind of some of the fun things about comic books, though. Some of the off the wall shit is some of the best shit that you'll ever fucking read. You know, I think it's why I liked a lot of Dark Horse stuff. I found a lot of Dark Horse stuff was off the wall a little bit, and I liked it a lot. So
Her
just
name
to be
was
different.
this chick's name was Jillian Applebaum, co-producer of
Applebaum?
co-producer of Black Dynamite and executive producer of Black Dynamite, the animated series.
Nice.
On behalf of John Steingart, Scott Standers, Michael Jai White, and the rest of my creative team, we would like to thank you for the amazing article on why it is Black Dynamite should become a video game. Needless to say, we agree. As a token of our gratitude for your support, we would like to send you a copy of our now sold-out comic book, Black Dynamite, Slave Island. Please let me know with the best address regards. Yeah,
Look at
man.
this.
That's
Nick's
awesome,
famous, bro.
dude. I know.
Yeah.
Nick's like, you're a bad motherfucker, dude. That's cool.
Yeah,
Hey, at
Nick's
least it wasn't a
famous.
cease and
Check it out
desist,
on the
dude.
show.
I used to write good shit, man. I actually had a little bit of a relationship, like writing back and forth with Gail Simone when she was doing.
Oh, hey, does Kate know about this, man?
Yeah, man. Kate helped her with one of her little greyhounds once.
Dude, Gail Simone's the shit, dude. She's fucking awesome.
She is until she stops like replying to you for no reason. She's
Hey,
crazy
man,
like
she's
that.
busy, dog. She's busy,
Yeah,
man.
busy my
I
ass.
got time for you.
She says, I'm out.
I guess
funny, dude. No, man.
I guess to stay on her radar and impress her more, you got to do more than just stand up tiki barber.
Yeah, fuck you. I hate you, you little fucker.
Oh, Josh, we missed you, man. We missed you, buddy.
Fuck you and your empty shell, you bitch.
We missed you, yeah. Hey, it's just got
Yeah,
clear.
yeah, what the fuck? I know, Josh. Unpack some fucking boxes, Josh. Get some shit on your shelves for crying
That shit's
out
too
loud.
shiny.
Jesus
It's gonna
Christ.
give me a fucking
The
migraine
fuck-
the last
I
2
just
hours.
I just got them up today.
At least put a
Dude.
fucking shade on that lamp. God damn it.
Yeah.
there's it's one of those floor lamps and it's got the little gooseneck
It's
arm
been killing
for the
me, Josh.
reading lamp.
I can't
I know,
see.
show you.
I'm blinded.
Nick's like, look, I've been smoking my shit. It makes my eyes sensitive to light.
Then we get another brownie
God
for the
damn.
broadcaster.
Oh, no.
Nice. Nice. Oh, man. That's cool, though. I am glad that you got settled in, Josh, that you're getting settled in. That's good.
Oh man, yeah.
But
tomorrow
just like-
I'll be working on this all day.
Nice.
Just to stow it back, did you guys actually enjoy the Grant Morrison thing, or was it like,
Dude,
oh
I
my god,
fucking-
this is stupid?
Okay.
Fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what happened with me. I thought it was going to be very boring. I was like, because look, to me, a fucking comic book writer, how much are you going to tell me about him? About 5 minutes in, I said, this is not what I expected. And I was hooked. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, I liked it probably so much more than I thought I would. It was actually one of the best things I've ever seen. Like, one of the better documentary kind of things I've ever watched. I really enjoyed it that much.
I want to hug you now.
He's an interesting person to me. Like I said, I think he's the kind of guy that I could see. Like there's never been another comic book writer that I can imagine I would really like to hang out with for a while and talk to.
Jim
Because
Starlin.
I just don't. I don't know. I guess, but him. And like I agree with you, Josh. I'm not fucking out there enough to hang out with him or even. If you want to use the word cool, I'm not cool enough to talk to him because he is an awesome dude. And
Did you say Jim Starlin?
I did say Jim Starlin.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be cool as shit. Jason Aaron would be cool.
Yeah, that's.
So
Warren
Nick,
Ellis.
I'll kind of
Dude, yeah.
that was like my big appeal. So like, I love Grant Morrison. I love hearing about him and everything. But it's like when it was over, I was like, well, shit. I want Matt Fraction to sit down and do one of these. I want Warren Ellis. I want Jason Aaron. So it's just like left me
Phil
wanting more.
Jimenez and yeah, man.
Yeah, because I feel like it's just not.
Did you see I put in there? There's a Warren Ellis one.
Yeah, so like
I want us to watch the Warren Ellis one.
And it's like
I want to do fucking 5 Deadly Venoms finally for the next show.
Oh yeah, we got to figure that out.
Easy.
Why?
We commit to be on at 9:00. We start the fucking timer. We don't show or let anybody listen to anything off our screen except for our audio. It's like an alternate audio track, just like when you buy a DVD.
What the fuck are you talking about? What now?
Talking about that movie.
Yeah, we're gonna do it for 5 Deadly Venoms, man. We're gonna do a fucking riff track for it.
We are.
Yes. I think
Maybe I
that'll
need
be
to actually
fucking.
watch
I think that'll be
five
fucking,
Deadly Venoms.
I think it'll be fucking amazing.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to look for that. So I
It's
can
one of
take
the
that
dude. It's one of the best kung fu movies of all time, without a doubt.
Oh man, I've seen a lot of great kung fu movies, but I don't know that I've seen that one. That's why I like those kind of movies, so I'm in. You know, I just
All right. So yes,
I've got it over
next
there
Friday,
in a box in the closet.
dude. It's on Netflix
Really?
right now.
All right, I'll have to watch it then.
Yeah. So
on
for
Netflix,
next
I'll check it
Friday,
out.
we'll try to commit to 5 Deadly Venoms.
Just
And
like
then-
watching it on there, or just like
Yeah, we're gonna do, dude. You don't have to worry about anything except for fucking just
Showing up.
Be here on Friday, and we'll watch it.
bet. That's what.
So wait a minute, what do we? How wait, we're gonna watch? Are we gonna watch it while we're doing the show?
Yes.
I don't think I can do that. That doesn't work with my setup. My TVs are upstairs instead. I'm downstairs in the basement now. Anna's.
You have a computer. You have Netflix.
No, I don't want to watch this on my computer, dude. That's crazy, man.
What the fuck? Are you
Why do I
talking
want to watch it on
about,
my
Russ?
computer? Because the TV screen. It's like this tiny screen.
How big's your fucking screen?
Why? Do you
My
put
screen's
the
like
fucking
it's like
Netflix?
other monitors.
I want
Yeah,
Clone Wars on
get
my
a
phone.
monitor. Either split it in half if that's too small. Make it your whole screen.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
You'll do it.
Okay, now I'll pull that.
You little
So,
motherfucker.
yeah, it's like I guess I could watch
Josh is
Netflix
looking
on.
very suspicious over all of this.
He's just listening to Russ. That's it.
he's probably like, God, Russ, really?
He's like, I'm not going to be on the show again next week.
It's like I'm just like I'm rolling out, dude.
And he's regretting coming back.
I know. He's like, God damn, fucking Russ. Anyway.
Dude, give me a headache.
So yeah, dude, fucking 5 Deadly Venoms. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's do it, man. Let's do it.
I'm sick and tired of talking it. We're gonna fucking actually do it this time.
You're putting the idea out there, man, like Grant Morrison said.
That's right. Skeet all over the fucking screen. Y'all
Nick,
gotta
hey,
do
Nick's gonna be sitting there tonight. Nick's gonna be sitting there tonight. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna sell this fucking Spawn trilogy for $1 million.
it. That's right, man.
And he's gonna be
$1 million.
like, he's gonna be like,
Best offer.
$2 million for best offer.
What was that? 2 million? Shit, fucking 3 million.
Hey,
Three-
fuck you, EE. I'm not acting bougie, motherfucker. Don't
Yeah,
ever
he
call
is.
me that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Pissing me off.
Here's what Nick's gonna do.
I'm not bougie, goddammit.
Nick's gonna have to sell
Bougie
that,
Booge Rice.
but in the
Well,
description,
Fuck off.
That sounds something like somebody would say if they were really bougie. I'm not bougie.
Hey, you know what? Hey, listen. Fuck you, one leg, you prick.
One thing.
oh man, hey, hey, Nick, you're gonna have to put that box.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
gonna have to put that
You
spawn
put the fucking pole in the air.
in the description. You're gonna be like,
You like
gonna
it
be
when
like,
there's poles in the air, don't you?
I know. I like to swing on them motherfuckers, bitch.
This Spawn trilogy has skeet all over.
yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna be like, you must mint sealed box.
in the skeet is the Todd McFarlane signature plate.
Box has been
Fixed,
on.
dude.
Disgusting.
Brink said in the chat, Russ, use your bougie voice.
You know. Fuck you, Brink.
Yeah, Russ act. Dude,
Bougie
I
voice.
want
I got a box of popsicles in my basement for you.
Brink said Russ is farsighted.
I just don't like watching movies on little screens. Okay, goddamn.
Dude, what do you?
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know why you're worried about somebody enjoying things on small things. Your wife's still with you.
Look, hey, don't make fun of me. I'm at the shallow end of the gene pool. I already told you that, motherfucker. Shut up.
Yeah, I helped you with that, Russ, and now I'm gonna help you with the little screen problem.
Hey, Russ, he's got his dad's hairline.
help
He's got his
it.
mom's dick.
I know, right? Yeah, it's like a little beep, beep, beep.
Oh, God damn it.
It's like inverted.
Russ's high pitcher.
Oh god, you guys are so fucking mean to me, man.
Yeah, so you still been listening to that wrestling show, Russ?
Was that?
The wrestling show on Sirius?
Yes, I haven't actually. I didn't catch the episode from yesterday or today. So
I've also been watching Howard.
But I've been paying more attention to football stuff.
Did y'all hear what Amy Schumer had named her motherfucking kid?
No.
No,
I'm a cunt.
Okay. No. Okay. The child's first name is Jean. This child's last name is Fisher. Amy Fisher is amazing friends with a comic named Dave Attell. So this child's name was Jean Attell Fisher.
Wow.
Genital Fisher, man. Holy fuck. How do you do that to a child and not fucking understand?
I don't understand famous people, and they're fucking. I don't know why they do that to their kids. They name their kids the messed up stuff, man.
Elon
She
Musk
changed
named
it-
his kid after a password.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
Grimes is
That's
crazy,
right, dude.
She's kind of hot. She's like weirdly hot. Like I think Grimes is in the Billie Eilish Hella Bonham Carter family.
Ugh, gross, dude.
I like
That's
that.
Dude, girls like that never got fat asses, dude. So.
That's okay. The pancake still slides. You like that one, Ross?
I didn't catch what he said. I heard
Oh,
Sam.
God.
I heard.
Yeah, Nick said the pancake still slides.
Oh,
That's all you need to know. Josh,
Never mind, Josh. You missed it, Josh. You missed the moment. Sorry.
it's okay. It won't be the first moment or the last moment I miss. I mean, I miss things.
That's okay. I understand. I do too. That's fine.
Then after you guys find out that you love doing riff tracks, we're gonna have to do it for the Venture Brothers.
Oh god.
Serious, man? What are you talking about?
Fuck yeah, the whole series, the whole first season with Brock Sampson. Fucking Russ has got a blind spot there. He needs to see and have some fucking Brock Sampson in his life.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess I can go with your recommendations on stuff I need to watch. I mean, Josh has steered me really not pretty well. I mean, not really wrong. He's done pretty well by me.
Ooh.
I guess I should trust. Josh has done real good. Every time Josh tells me to watch something, I enjoy it.
It sounded like talking shit about you at first, Josh.
Oh, no. I'm complimenting him. No. Every time he tells me like to watch something.
He's giving the fucking pirate side eye.
But
I've got two monitors,
No, I mean,
man, so I'm looking back and forth. I'm like looking at the
But
chat
I,
over here, watching the stream health over
no,
here.
okay. Now, okay. We got two monitors, man. I'm bougie for bitching about my computer screen, and he's not bougie because he's got two fucking monitors.
No,
Fuck all you.
It's called smart stream setup, and I'm nuts.
Ah,
Oh,
Christ.
how you
That's
feel about
bougie,
that?
Josh.
He called you numbnuts. What you gonna do?
You know, a little bit. That's very bougie, Josh. Very bougie. Very, very bougie. I don't know. All right.
Skin, it's the host again.
That's a bougie. That's bougie, boy.
All right, I
Nah,
think
no,
we've been
I'm
on long
kidding.
enough. It's been over 2 hours. Let's go ahead and cut
Oh
this
God,
off and
are we
to our
time to go
broadcast.
tonight? All right,
Thanks,
yeah.
everybody.
But-
On broadcast tonight, see y'all motherfuckers get in there.
Thanks for
Yeah,
tuning.
hey.
Yeah, links coming soon.
All right, just like I say every other week, peace, love, and hair grease. Thanks for hanging out.
Goodbye, everybody.
Later.